Richard, you mentioned a big investment sum coming from the Abu Dhabi government, giving it a 7% stake in NEO. Talk to us a little bit about what you expect to come out of that. Of course, much needed funds, but do you think that this will eventually see the likes of NEO setting up shop, offering their vehicles and their cars in the Middle East?
I think that's a distinct possibility. And in fact, you're seeing a big increase in Chinese shipments into the Middle East and also into Europe. So, these are also good opportunities. Chinese manufacturers are capable of producing much cheaper electrical vehicles than, say, Tesla or some of the other guys. But at the end of the day, you're still looking at cutthroat, brutal competition. Also, what you're looking at is you're looking at NEO's primary market being China. And as everyone will have been telling you for the last 6 months or so, China right now is a significant problem, both economically and geopolitically.
So with that, in terms of the economics of it, their target was the premium market, and I'm reading about the Alps, which would target the mass market. Is this the right answer?
Yeah, the company needs volume. And it needs a lot more volume to survive. Now, part of the problem you might have is that if the Chinese economy does not recover, you're going to see Chinese consumers in general be a little bit more cautious when they're looking at how much they're going to spend on a new vehicle. What you might also see is, weakness in the EV market overall, because if you look at it on a trim level, on a comparable basis, electrical vehicles are still more expensive than their petrol equivalents. And so, there is a possibility even you may see similar weakness in the Chinese EV market that what you've experienced in Europe over the last year or so.
What do you make of NEO as a smartphone maker? I've heard about Apple and, of course, all the rumors that it wants to have an EV, but what about NEO as a smartphone maker?
I would put that in exactly the same position that I would put with Apple making a car. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever for Apple to make a car, in the same way it makes absolutely no sense for NEO to make a smartphone. People talk about vehicles becoming smartphones on wheels. But at the end of the day, if you look at what's available out there today, there is no point reinventing the wheel. You may as well just go get the software from Google, get your digital services from the likes of Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu, ByteDance, and so on and so forth. And you can build in China anyway a perfectly decent digital user experience in a vehicle based on that basis. There was absolutely no point whatsoever in NEO going down the smartphone route, which is, in Android, if you look, already a bloodbath of brutal price competition.